privileged to introduce a legend of resin and composite industry, Mr. Dr. Chaitanya Shah, who along with being a gem of a person is an astute and accomplished professional. With over 20 years of rich, wide and diverse experience, he has contributed significantly to the growth of composite industry and is testimony to transformation of composite industry over the last 2 decades. Hello sir, and it is indeed a pleasure to get an opportunity to converse with you.
Yeah, it's a privilege here as well, talking to youngsters, make them understand what this thing is all about, especially related to composites, and look forward to interact during this session.
Definitely, sir. So I come to my first question. For those who are still new to composites as a material, can you please describe composites and the role and significance of resin in the same?
Okay. Composites is, if you look at the dictionary word, it means mix of 2 or more materials. And in the technical terms of our composite industry, we mean that it consists of a continuous phase and a dispersed phase. A continuous phase is typically a polymer material, and the dispersed phase is a reinforcement. Both these materials, when combined together as a composite, create a synergy between the two and gives us an enhanced properties which individual components can't give. And one of the key feature is both these dispersed phase and the continuous phase have significant role to play, especially from the reinforcement point of view, the high modulus values of the reinforcements, but then there are limited number of currently commercially available reinforcements which are used, namely carbon, glass fiber, which has been used in the regular composites.
Right.
Yeah.
This was definitely very insightful. It is evident that composite has advantages over traditional materials like aluminium, wood, steel, and it has made inroads into material industry over the past few decades. So can you name 3 or 4 big applications that have been converted into composites in the last decade, and what has the growth trend been like? Is this trend likely to continue at the same pace?
Considering the basic properties of the composites, mainly the lightweighting, corrosion resistance, very good weather resistance, typically gives you a maintenance-free service life. So wherever there are places where regular service or maintenance is required, can be obviously looked at for transferring into potential application in composites. So if you look at every walk of life, wherever the aluminium is used, steel is used, concrete is used, wood is used, there is a scope for composite to replace the material of construction. However, you guys being engineer, you would also appreciate there is a significant difference in the mechanical properties of the material. So you can't have one-to-one replacement per se. So you need to re-engineer the product and work around it. Keeping this in view, a lot of things have been done. One of the most significant application has been process industry equipments, where corrosion is a major issue for working with chemicals which are highly corrosive. So when you start using it with polyester resins or vinyl ester resins, epoxy resins, which are inherently chemical resistant and reinforced with the glass fiber or with any other alternative reinforcement necessitated by the chemical environment, those have been used for last 40 plus years or 50 plus years, and some of those products made originally at that point of time are still serving the industry. There are a lot of applications which are gone into underground storage tanks typically, or overground storage tanks, which are contributing to the significant savings on maintenance costs, etc. And these are well suited for chemical environment in that sense. Of course, there were alternatives before the composites came in. There were rubber lined, glass lined, but then all of them had their own limitations on where it can be used. So the industry could really, help the process industry in a big way And that has given a significant impetus to our lifestyle. So some of the chemicals which are required to even make your cell phone has to be processed in a heavy, very specialized chemical environment, which would not have been significantly possible if composites were not a part of that process. So metal refining, basically zinc and copper refining industry needs this kind of composite application in their process equipment. So that's one of the significant stuff.
Right. So now that we talked about various countries have already adopted this technology and India is also slowly warming up to it. So to further accelerate and propel the growth of this industry, what are those few obstacles that we need to overcome?
Every new technology, every new product has its teething problems. So first is this industry goes through the entire supply chain, right from basic concept to design to prototype to testing, then goes through the iteration till that thing passes through the performance needs, then it goes into validation. After validation, it goes into the actual process of setting up for mass production, and then from mass production it goes into the end use environment. Saying the every new technology has its teething problem. Every new product, what is to be made using a new material, has to go through concept to design to analysis. From there it goes into a prototype, validation through the iterative process till it is found to be matching the end performance needs. From there it goes into the actual process setting up, validating the production. Each piece coming out or each article coming out has to meet the performance needs as what it is designed for, and then it has to get into a consistency production so that it goes to the end user where they accept it as a standard product. All these process, right from concept to end user, there are various stakeholders. Material supplier, material manufacturers, then the process designers, actual production team, quality team, then the supply chain, material movement from one end to the other, and the right people how to install it. So after installation, the person has to get the experience of what they do. So there are hurdles where everybody can or cannot walk together the path what is desired. So consistency is required, reliability is required. So I see the whole humanity need to come together to work on this. And that's a little bit of a hurdle, but then once you start warming up to these ideas, things would improve.
Thank you very much. It was very interesting knowing about all of the obstacles that we have to overcome. Coming back to resin, which is a main component in composite formation, what are the new innovations that have taken place, and will they open new frontiers for composite applications?
Yes, it's a very interesting way of putting it. Resin chemistry is, we keep talking about matrix. So if we talk about polymer matrix, yes, resin chemistry is changed significantly in the past. Since the first type composite resins, especially phenolic resins were used, phenol formaldehyde resin, which had a certain quality. Then came polyesters, then came vinyl esters and epoxies. And ever since then, there is no relenting from the chemistry point of view for making polymers of different kinds and use. And significantly at the same time, thermoplastic materials also started making a claim for composites that they also can contribute. So material science, especially related to polymer science and technology, has been contributing to continuous evolution on the resin front. With the new monomer systems being made available, new process technologies being available, better and more cheaper way of manufacturing the polymers became possible. right from, let's say, at our end as a resin manufacturing business, our contribution started in the industry since 1983 with 1 ton per day resin manufacturing with a small reactor. Today we have, three reactors with 20 ton each capacity. It churns out the resin, and we can make it. We are one of the players who make bulk quantities. Similarly, there are few more players in the industry who make bulk quantity.
Coming back to our project, so our team is participating in Shell Eco Marathon, which is hosted by the Shell company, and we have had the honor of receiving guidance from you on our project, which is about electric vehicles and promoting a sustainable future by shifting to electric vehicles. How do you see potential of composite in automobile industry, especially the upcoming EV platform?
Composites have been used in the automotive industry for quite significant years. I would say about 15 years. It has been started as a part of the cladding, interiors as well as exteriors. Especially the mass transit had warmed up and started using it much before that. One of the early electric vehicle, I don't remember the exact name, but I think it was known as Dolphin out of Bangalore. And that gentleman who had started, he had conceived that it should be made in composites. And he had used glass fiber polyester composite, and he had done a very significant and very interesting development. Then came Riva, that was the another battery operated car. There also they tried to use composites. However, there were a lot of issues because of the non-standardization of the system. So I think the warm-up occurred later on when people started using it in Formula racing car, adopting that same concept here to lightweighting, redesigning some of the parts and components rather than straight translating from metal to FRP design, achieving the strength in the right direction, and the adhesive and fastening systems to ensure that the entire assembly survives the rough and tough use of the automobile which is supposed to be used for. If you look at electric vehicle, the first foremost thing is the lightweighting, because that also enhances the capacity per charge for mileage what it can get. That's one thing. Second is the ease of fabricating. Once the electric vehicle becomes commercially available, lots of production activity would go on. So how does one go on making a product which is mass producible and it's still lightweight? So composites is I see as a balance.
Thank you very much, sir, and we really learned some really interesting facts about recent developments in the resin industry.